Hey all, Chris Bassett here, and I'm going to show you how to get the Alabaster blueprint on Warzone 2.0 solo. Let's get into it. This is a Vaznik 9K blueprint. It drops from the Juggernaut after killing him in Warzone 2.0. You have to clear a stronghold on the map, obtain the Black Site key, and then kill the Juggernaut inside the Black Site. So we'll talk a little preparation before you get ready. I would definitely recommend a assault rifle. When you're going for headshots, that's going to be what's critical to take down the AI. Headshots do like double damage, so body shots. So if you're having trouble taking out the AI, go for headshots. A nice secondary would be a submachine gun. That's fast shooting. A stim is highly recommended for your tactical equipment, as you will get hurt pretty easily. Stim yourself to full health. A Semtex or other incendiary device is good. Drill charge is decent. You can throw it through cover to hit the opposite side. Molotov is damage over time, so is thermite. And what you're going to want to do is with this lethal equipment is you're going to want to stack it with the resupply perk. Resupply gives you those items back every 25 seconds. That way you can basically have unlimited lethal equipment. All right, let's hop into a game of Warzone solo, and I'll show you the strategies. In the pregame lobby, I deploy my parachute and then start to plan. So you're looking for a helicopter, and you also want to take note of where the circle's going to land. So if you stay on your TAC map, you can see the first ring of the circle by the end. But there's usually a helicopter over by the port. There's usually one up by Ronin Oil. There's one over by the north side of the map. There's also one. They spawn in random locations, but there are general spots. Al Mazrah City, the middle has one. The observatory has one down south, the airport, and then also the island. Like I said, just kind of plan out where you're going to go, and you want to try to get a chopper because they move around quick. If you don't get a chopper, that's fine too, but have access to a vehicle. So now you can see the first circle is going to drop. So what I usually try to do is I try to plan so I land to one of the helicopters outside of the circle. I don't want to be too close to enemy players because you need to loot up that first minute or two, and then when the second circle happens, that's when the strongholds will open. I'm going to speed up the gameplay and make it a little more watchable. So Rohan Oil has a chopper. I like this building right here. You can drop in here, loot the packs. Like I said, I would recommend to grab an assault rifle and a submachine gun. You want to try to plate up, and then if you can get stims and some kind of Semtex. This first part, you're basically just looking for like a 3-plate armor vest. Self-revive is amazing if you can find one of those, but you're trying to get as much ammo as possible and plates. Once everything's looted, you can see that the circle's closing in like a minute and 46 seconds, and that's when the strongholds will be available to see on the map. So for this first 2 minutes, you're just looting up and getting ready, because it's random as to where the strongholds will show up. And as soon as they do, you want to be the first one to complete the stronghold, because only the first stronghold on the map gets the Black Site key. So you need to try to finish as fast as possible, but obviously not die and go to the gulag. All right, so clipping forward, the circle's closing now. So I go ahead and jump in the chopper, get some elevation, and now that notification says strongholds open. So open the map and find the castle on the map, the closest one preferably, and you're gonna wanna make your way there. Once you're there, there's usually between, I don't know, 6 and 12 AI, but you want to headshots. Otherwise, they kill you pretty quick. But you see that bomb disposal. So the objective in here is to kill the AI and then defuse the bomb. You can interact with it and defuse the bomb, and then it'll say mission complete. I got lucky here. Since I jumped in through the top, I only had to kill one AI. But if you come in from the bottom, generally it's more reinforced. Be aware that you want to pick up your loadout pretty quick, because other enemy players know you're in here doing this, and they'll come in and attack you. Also, defusing the bomb is on a 2-minute timer, so you have 2 minutes to complete it. Also, don't forget to pick up the Black Site key, and then it'll say Black Site open. As I said before, as long as you're the first one to complete a stronghold, the Black Site key will drop for you. If you don't see a Black Site key, you weren't the first. So you want to go ahead and look on the map, highlight the Black Site on the map. It'll look like a different shaped castle. It'll look more like a cube, and then you want to make your way over there. There are multiple spawn locations for the Black Site. I think there's like 5 or 6. Generally speaking, they They spawn towards the center of the map, so it's a little easier to predict them. So my helicopter blew up. I'm gonna grab this car and head that direction. Keep in mind that if there are other enemy players and you open the black site, they can come in there and kill you. But since you're the only person on the map with the key, only you can gain access to it. There are predetermined spawn locations, so you may have a camper that's waiting for you to open the key. They can come in and kill you and then take the loot. So I saw this secondary helicopter. I decided helicopter's a lot faster than a car. Enemy player, make sure I kill him so he doesn't kill me, and then hop in the chopper. Now, the few times I've done this, the black site was this location. So I would recommend that if you're fighting the juggernaut, try to get a height advantage on him. So these 3 buildings, you can open up, and then you can kind of walk him around walls and such. It says person of interest, means the juggernaut's here. So you just need to, make your way slowly inside, and then, you'll see him. There'll be like a skull mark somewhere in the area, and so you'll know that's where he's at, and you can kind of see the skull mark. There it is down below. You can see it through walls. So here's a better view. You can see this skull, and that's where you know where the juggernaut's at. Right now he's above me, probably coming down the stairs, and there he is. Oh my god. So I retreat, and I run back away, and you can see it through the walls. So here's where you're throwing your lethals and stuff at him. I cornered myself, so I actually died here. Now, keep in mind, if you do die and go to the gulag, you can still come back here because it's still open. So you can, if you win your gulag, you can come back and attempt it again. So actually, the best place to fight the juggernaut is on the roof, because you can kind of train him around in a little circle. So here I won. I'm identifying the black site. I'm going to fly back to it. From the top of the roof, however, you are vulnerable to like precision airstrikes and other enemy players that can drop in. But, if you take the high ground up here, you can pretty much head glitch the juggernaut, and then he won't climb the ladder or anything to shoot at you. So I drop in, and there he is right there. He followed me up to the roof, and now I'm scrambling for weapons, and I'm like, oh gosh, there's nothing around. So those 2 buildings, you can kind of walk in between cover, and there he is. He's popping. You can see the icon. So the main strategies I would employ if you're doing this at a different black site is just try to get the high ground on the juggernaut, and then, use the pathing that he's taking. You can kind of see as I'm poking back and forth, he's confused as to where to go. I think he climbed to the roof, and then he dropped back down. So as long as he's moving, he won't really be shooting you. It's when he's more in a stationary position that he shoots the minigun. So I'm going to speed up the video. What I end up doing is I take this high ground here on the ladder. Luckily, there's a pack, and this guy had some weapons. So now I can head glitch the juggernaut and kind of take cover and then shots at his head. Here in a few seconds, another player is going to call in a precision airstrike, forcing me to get out of here and then take cover inside the building. I don't end up getting the attempt on this one, so the actual attempt I do win is the same black site location, and I go into the bottom level, and it appears the juggernaut's like stuck on a wall, so you can walk him back and forth in this pathing. He has this pathing problem where you can get him stuck on a wall, and then you have your unlimited grenades. You can just keep chucking them and then just wait for it. I do have multiple enemy players come in and try to kill me, but luckily I take them out too. As you can see, the juggernaut has a ton of health. He's taking so many bullets. Munitions box would be great to refill my ammo, but I don't have that. So let's skip to the attempt where I actually do succeed. So I've completed the stronghold, and I used a chopper to fly in, and then I dropped down in on my parachute. Now I'm just trying to find some. I barely have any plates or anything, so I'm just kind of scavenging for items. And then I'm going to go down here, down below, and the plan is to basically train him up this direction and do like I was doing before. So you can see he's right there behind the wall. See the little skull mark? And then here enemy players are rushing in to kill me. Luckily I take him out. And so I'm wearing a headset so I can hear the footsteps. I think I have another guy come in here in a few seconds. So they're coming at me pretty hard. But the juggernaut's right behind the wall, and since we have resupply, we can just keep chucking lethals in his direction. There's the second guy. Like, geez, man, leave me alone. Let me do this by myself. So now I'm on an extra high alert. because not only does the lobby know I'm doing this, they know where it's at, and they're coming at for me, because they want the juggernaut weapons too. So I'm going to scavenge what I can off of them, and you can see he's kind of stuck here on the wall. So lucky for me, I didn't have to pull him upstairs. I think I hear footsteps, so I threw my precision on the roof, because I thought I heard people coming for me. So I can see the juggernaut stuck on the wall. There's a pathing issue. So I'm just going to go ahead and chuck the lethals and then weapons at him. Headshots are critical for the AI opponents. That does like double damage. So, just take it slow. I do have stims. So in case, you get two shot or whatever, it takes your plates off. Then you can stim back up to full health. So I'm going to cut ahead to when I actually kill him. And there it says Black Site complete. Mission complete. He drops a minigun. And then you can see I get the blueprint up on my screen. Drops a self-revive, kill streaks, and then you have like a permanent UAV as long as you're in this area, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Go ahead and take a minute to compose myself, gear up, and then I go up top with the minigun and I play around. I see that other skull there, so I don't know if there's a second juggernaut, but I'm like, I'm already done, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, let's cut to the top where I have the minigun and I'm raining down on people. So there are all sorts of AI, but now you can see on the mini-map, you can see all the players. Minigun's cool, but it's not really functional because it's so heavy and you run out of bullets. I'd rather just have my my loadout weapons. So there we go. Alabaster blueprint, Vaznik 9K submachine gun, pretty cool. Hey, check out this other video right here. I've got a link to Amazon down in the description. Help out the channel, no cost to you. Buy some stuff off Amazon. Really appreciate that. Any questions or comments, put them down below. Thanks.